What's the difference between biting and then being influenced by another dancer? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up dancers? It's El Tito, your Tuning Tutorial Thursday, and today we're going over biting. Often done like this. Do you know what biting is? It is essentially taking someone else's moves. All jokes aside, biting is a serious crime. Hip hop in its purest form is about being original. And so artists, aka dancers, we create moves and styles based on our expression and our emotion. It's like intellectual property. So when you see something and you copy it, that in one way is stealing. Now we get into some political conversations about what truly defines biting. For example, the windmill was invented by someone. Does that mean that every time someone does the windmill, is that biting? Not necessarily. So there's a difference between foundation or core moves of a dance style and then also signature styles. I'm not very proud of this, but I want to share myself as an example of someone who started dancing by biting. A lot of dancers are like that. They see something that they like, maybe they've never danced before, and so instinctively without training they think, if I can dance like that guy, that's how I know I'm gonna be a good dancer. So for me, I watched this famous clip on the internet. That knee move, insane. I learned it and I did it all the time. And I didn't get caught until I went to an actual battle where a very, very nice gentleman told me, son, I just wanna let you know, that is biting. If you do it just like Robert Moraine. You need to take his moves and make it your own. That was years ago and I'm so sorry I can't give credit to who educated me, but I'm so glad they did, because from that point on, I was fully educated. I didn't know I was doing something wrong until that guy told me. It was from that moment that I learned that the best way to avoid biting is to develop your own style. When you have your own style, your own way of doing things, it's very hard to bite. Most every freestyle popper does a wave from side to side, right? Style is what distinguishes how they wave, when they wave, the sections they use, is there tracing, are they moving at the same time? There's so many possibilities. That's why dance is infinite, and it all has to do with style. So let's bring up a point. Influence. What about being influenced by someone? Where's that line drawn? I think one clear example of a person who's inspired a lot of people is Michael Jackson, who made the moonwalk a very, very famous and popular dance move. There's a lot of people who dance like Michael Jackson, but you'll notice is that most of the time, because Michael Jackson's dance moves and his style is so famous, they never say, or they've never claimed to say, these are mine, I made them up. And people proudly call themselves Michael Jackson impersonators, keyword impersonator. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with being an impersonator. The issue that happens in street cultures, let's just talk about popping in general, is that if you go to a battle, a jam, you should only be encouraged to use your original moves and style. Otherwise, we would just have a bunch of Michael Jackson impersonators battling each other. So I want you to think about the way you dance and think about the people who have influenced you. Sure, you can deny, I'm a self-taught dancer. Most people are. Us self-taught dancers usually is a code word for I'm really good at seeing something and then learning it without anyone else teaching me. So I want you to think about those people that influence you and think about the moves that maybe are too closely similar to them. To clarify, it is okay that you've been inspired by a dancer. It is not okay when you copy or bite their moves. What you want to do is take their moves and make them your own. This is how the dance evolves. Think of how popping used to look like when it first started to how it is now. It's only developed this way because true people who are knowledgeable about being original took dance concepts, moves, and styles and got inspiration and continually made them better, or else we would be dancing exactly the same way that they started when popping was invented. If you have questions about biting and developing your own style, comment below. I'm here to help. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week for another tutorial. This is El Tito. Peace.